So shall we begin the session, sir?
Ready.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Very good evening, one and all. And today we are going to have an interesting session. I think there are many of us we may not aware about that particular problem faced by the school children. And today we are going to know that nuts and bolts of school bullying, the nature and consequences. It is our 276th webinar session. With us, an eminent professor of psychology, Dr. Suresh Sundaram sir is with us. He is an associate professor and head of the Department of Applied Psychology at Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Youth Development, Sri Perumbudur. On behalf of the Department of Psychology and Medical College and associating institutions, I wholeheartedly welcome you for this webinar, sir. Thank you. And I also welcome all the participants for today's session. And with your support, we cannot travel this much webinar session. Thank you all for your unconditional support. I welcome each one of you for today's. Thank you. And now I request our core team member to introduce us about audience working. Dr. Veena? Okay. I request Dr. Veena to speak to the audience. Just I made a co-host. Yes. Now you can unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. It's nice to be back. And a few lines about today's speaker. Dr. Suresh Sundaram sir has been working as an associate professor at Department of Applied Psychology, RGNYD, Tamil Nadu. And he was principal investigator of 5 major research projects. He has developed a handout on school bullying and its preventive methods in Tamil language that is circulated to more than 8,000 schools of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. He authored course materials on school psychology and positive psychology for Tamil University, Tanjavur. He was the awardee of Emerging Psychologist Program and attended the ICP 2012, which was held at Cape Town, South Africa. He was the recipient of Cal Cattrall Award and attended the International School Psychology Association Conference at Ludhiana. He delivered a keynote speech of CRN program in 2013 at Edith Cowan University, Perth, Australia. And also he is the secretary of Indian School Psychology Association. Thank you so much. I welcome you, sir, and the floor is yours for your session. Suresh, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to unmute yourself, sir. Sir, you are on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Yes. So now I'm doing again. It is going. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So very good evening, one and all present here. So I'm happy to be part of this mental health webinar series. Thanks for the opportunity and his team members. So thank you very much. So I hope I'll take next 45 minutes, I believe. Now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
So are you able to see the screen, the slide, school bullying, nature and consequences? That is the title of, yes, thank you. Title of my presentation. For the next 45 minutes, what I'm going to cover is bullying in Indian context. No, rather than going for international perspective, I just start with the Indian aspect and the relative terminologies what we use for bullying, because bullying was termed like differently in our context. There are different terms available, and the types of bullying, the effects of bullying. Finally, if time permits, I'm going to tell about some methods of intervention or management. Maybe covering the entire intervention may be difficult within 1 hour session. So since this is my first session with this forum, so I can go up to the effects and the consequences. So bullying in text. Started this bullying research almost a decade ago. My first research project on bullying is 2010. That is a funded project by ICSR. Even before that, I started working on school bullying related titles. Now, when I started working on school bullying, sometimes even the psychology professors said like, Suresh, bullying is not our issue. It is a Western concept. Why you are worrying about bullying? So because that was the situation that time. Even I can say at a context, when I was explaining about bullying with a top official of a education department of a particular state, I was pronouncing properly bullying and all, but finally he understood like building, school building. So he is referring to another person, somebody is talking about school building. So that is what the situation, that is what the awareness when 10 years back, when I was dealing with the school bullying research. But later, in terms that nowadays there are a lot of research, a lot of initiatives in Indian context related to bullying. But throughout world, there are a lot of research, a lot of interventions. People work on bullying, as a researcher, as a practitioner. Many school policies, many things are available throughout the world. But in Indian context, it is much inferior. I can say. So there is a first circular which was made by Central Board of Secondary Education, that is in 2009, which talks about violence and ragging in schools. It is the official circular of CBSE given to all the principals of the CBSE schools, which talk about ragging in schools. But as I said, there are relative terms: ragging, aggression, violence, teasing, abuse. That are all relative terms, but it is not exactly bullying. Because I'm going to cover what exactly bullying is, what is not bullying is in the coming slides. So this circular, 2009 circular by CBSE, talks about ragging, and they have mentioned the word bullying at 4 places in that. But the bullying was related with the other terms like abuse, ragging, and all. 2009 circular of CBSE, which give a lot of emphasis for the importance of psychology, psychologist, counselor, but it may not be much followed by all the CBSE schools. Talks about bullying and ragging indirectly, but there is a circular came in 2015 by the same CBSE, which was explicitly telling about bullying and ragging. So I can say this is the breakthrough in the history of bullying in Indian context, because this first initiative by government made with regard to bullying. So there is a guidelines for prevention of bullying and ragging in schools, which came in 2015, which is also emphasized the bullying and ragging, and it has a lot of importance for psychologist, counselor. But again, all the CBSE schools may not followed it. No, I have seen, I have evident that I met many principals of CBSE schools, but even some of them are not aware of the circulars also. Sorry to say this because when the board makes a circular, then it should have some effectiveness. Like it has made many recommendations. The circular says anti-bullying committee should be there in the schools. Prevention plan should be formulated in the schools. But it is very less number of schools have some ideas about anti-bullying and its procedures. The teacher training course should have on bullying in schools. The teacher training course should sensitize about prevention of bullying in schools. But even we were exploring. We have explored many B.Ed, M.Ed syllabuses of various universities. But no university, I can say, that is some time back, we examined the various syllabus. Are they the content of bullying or aggression, how it can be handled? But it is not there. But the circular emphasis, this kind of prevention of bullying and aggression should be there in the syllabus. But it is not available. Now, both the circular, CBSE circular was based on the Raghavan Committee, that is 2007 it came, Raghavan Committee. But Raghavan Committee was originally formed for ragging and related issues in Indian context. Raghavan Committee gave a lot of emphasis for ragging, but it was clearly mentioned the importance of bullying also. In some way, ragging and bullying, the Raghavan Committee related, and it gave importance for bullying. So even this is the first breakthrough. 2007 Raghavan Committee. From the Raghavan Committee, these circulars are prepared. The ideas are taken from the Raghavan Committee recommendations. Raghavan Committee defined bullying as a phenomena in which the students tease and humiliate other students in various ways. So, but anyway, there was an emphasis given for bullying, defined like differently in different contexts, in different countries. But it has a standard definition. Anyway, I'm going to tell about that. Almost at the same time, other states, this is a union territory of Puducherry. Government of Puducherry made a circular in 2015, which talks about bullying and ragging in schools. So like this, some other states and union made such kind of circular that is based on this committee recommendation, CBSE board recommendation. Some circulars came. So almost around 2015, only this kind of initiative started by the school education departments. And 2016, we have made from Annamalai University. This is a pamphlet made by our department regarding the prevention of bullying. It contained many details about how bullying can be handled. There are many things for the teachers, principal, parents, and the students. This pamphlet was circulated through School Education Directorate of Tamil Nadu. So this is the circular given by School Education Director at that time in 2016. That pamphlet was circulated to almost all the schools in Tamil Nadu. Like we have printed around 9,000 pamphlets, which was circulated to all the schools in Tamil Nadu. That happened in 2016. So the bullying concept, for me, it was like, I met many people like school education department, different states, different schools, different principals. So I had some practical experience with many people. And what we mean, Indian context, the bullying may be little different. Sometimes it is meant as ragging, or the term used for ragging or the bullying are simultaneously used. So, but ragging we may be knowing very well. Everyone knows very well. Normally, it is in the college or university context. Ragging and bullying are different, actually. But no, it is no, used for the same phenomena sometimes. That is what, no, as a professional, as a practitioner, as an academician, we sometimes finally demarcate between the terms, because there are many differences as well as similarities between the terms. So that is what my emphasis in this presentation, why I'm telling all this from committee's recommendation and what is the term they used, because the term bullying was differently used in different contexts, or I can say it is wrongly used also, even by many professionals, educators. They wrongly use the concept of bullying or any kind of aggressive behavior of children. They just tell us this is bullying, or a real bullying. They may not say this is bullying. So that is what I give much emphasis for the term and its meaning, because there are many related terminologies available. So we should, as an expert, we should really differentiate the terms. We should see the differences as well as similarities. There are many similarities between the terms, between the concepts. So ragging, we know that it happens in our college setup. Normally, when the junior student comes, a senior student may do a kind of aggressive behavior. It may exist for a few weeks or few months. So there is a senior-junior aspect is there. But after a kind of orientation program, it will gradually come down. Ragging is the phenomena which normally happens in college. Senior-junior problem is there. So when a newcomer comes, senior student may do a kind of abuse. That is ragging. But bullying, it need not to be senior junior. Definitely it need not to be senior junior. Not at the time of admission or first year student comes, or when the new student comes. It is not like a particular period in a year. It can happen throughout year. Okay, that is the major difference between bullying and ragging. Then why we talk about bullying? Bullying, it encountered majority of the students. It is many students face bullying related problems. Anyway, I'm going to explain and define the term. So it causes serious harm to its victim. It has a lot of consequences, short-term, long-term consequences, severe mental health consequences, the bullying. And it can be stopped if we have some plan, preparation, prevention program. It definitely can be stopped. So as I said, bullying sometimes meant like violence, abuse, harassment, teasing, fighting. But these are different terms. Each one has its own significance or importance. So the bullying is a subset of aggression, namely that aggression involves repetition and imbalance of power. You can see the Venn diagram. Aggression is the bigger phenomena. Aggression is a familiar concept, evergreen title for psychologists, I can say. Aggression is a bigger concept. Bullying is a subset of aggression, which a special kind of aggression is bullying. Or another diagram. Aggression is a wider concept. It can be related with violence also. Bullying, a particular physical phenomena of bullying, that is violence, violent behavior. There are other kind of bullying behavior also available, which is not physical, which is not violent. Sometimes a kind of relational bullying. They may not be much violent, but it is bullying. So we should understand the phenomena. So bullying is the deliberate and hurtful, repeated over time, characterized by power imbalance. So I can say only 3 or 4 words. Deliberate means it is an intentional act. Normally, a child or group of children have the intention to hurt others. So it is an intentional, hurtful repeated over time. It occurs repeatedly again and again. A single act may not be considered as bullying. A single act may be a fighting, maybe a aggression, maybe a violent behavior, a single act. But bullying commonly a repeated act. For example, abuse need not to be a repeated one. A child is abusing another child. Abuse is the much wider term. But sometimes people use the word abuse for bullying kind of behavior. That is what I'm just relating. Abuse is different. It's much wider concept. But it may not have repetitive tendency. Abuse may not have the repetitive tendency. But bullying should have repetition. Bullying means repeated, deliberate, and power imbalance. There is a power imbalance. Okay, bullying can occur at any place. Like we are talking about school context, in the school bus, at the school campus, after the school activities, or via internet, email, social networking, media. Not bullying. Yeah, we should know that also. One of a random act of aggression, I said, single episode, single act. A boy or girl, just hitting another boy, with or without intention also, this is not considered as bullying. A single act, a random act, or one-off act is not considered as bullying. It is aggression, a simple aggression. Mutual conflict, where there is no power imbalance. There may not be imbalance. Imbalance comes due to many reasons. Like a strong versus weak is normally a basic power imbalance. A strong person influence the weak person. So mutual conflict some may not be there. So it is not bullying. Simple social non-preference is not a bullying. So which is not a bullying, that is also we need to know. Rough play is different. Real fighting is different. Bullying is different. I said from the beginning. So I want to give which is bullying, which is not bullying. So as a professional, we should be clear. As a teacher, as an educator, we should be clear. Because it is mislabeled at many contexts. I have seen my personal experience. So rough play is different. Real fighting is also different. Sometimes equal power may be there. I said power imbalance. Strong versus weak, or sometimes good in academics. They may influence the weak students, dull students, or vice versa also. That is the power imbalance. Or a person with affluent background, family background, may influence the weak child. So that is the power imbalance. In bullying, you can see unequal balance of power. But real fighting, it need not to be. So these three things, as I said earlier, intentional, repetitive, power imbalance is bullying. So it is different from real fighting and a rough play also. Children make rough play in a school situation. Even we said sometimes a rough and tumble play is good. It is important. It is part of their development. A rough play, but bullying is different. Okay. Teasing is different. Aggression is different from bullying. So teasing and aggression. Teasing is equal and reciprocated. Fun, not hurtful, often occurs prior to aggression. Maybe at the initial level, beginning level, teasing, and then it will become aggression. And then it will maybe when it becomes repetitive, it become bullying also. So teasing is different. Even sometimes teasing is said like positive and negative. Even some teasing has sometimes happen within their friends group. Sometimes it may be encouraging. Sometimes that is what it is said, teasing. But this is different from bullying. Myths or misconceptions about bullying. Bullying is the consequence of a large class or school size. But need not to be even a small classroom, a small school. It can happen. Bullying is the consequence of competition for grade and failure in schools. It need not to be. Who are overweight, who are wearing spectacles, have a different ethnic origin, or speak with unusual dialect, are particularly at the risk of becoming bullying victim, need not to be. But there are no contexts, no children do bullying behavior based on their physical phenomena or skin color. It happens, but need not to be. It is not the original or real reason for bullying. Bullying is just teasing. As I said earlier, bullying and teasing are different. We should not consider bullying as just teasing. Some people deserve to be bullied. No, definitely not. No one deserves bullying. Everyone should be prevented. That is the role of psychologists, school counselors, school psychologists, teachers. Okay, only boys are bullies, need not to be, girls also. So these are the common myths. Bullying is a normal part of growing up. Even people say sometimes, no, it are all just normal, don't worry. But it is not normal. It should not be actually. As I said, no, there is a kind of a rough play that is okay. A kind of teasing that is okay. Children's make. But bullying is something different. That's what I said. Intentional, repetitive, power imbalance. If all this phenomena is there, it is bullying. Then it has the consequences. For example, a child may make the name calling of another child for some reason. Sometimes for physical reason. A child is too short. People name differently. A child is tall. They name it differently. Sometimes it will hurt. It will hurt their self-esteem. So it has its own consequences. Just name calling, I said, verbal kind of bullying behavior. But there are all other kinds of bullying behavior. Each one has its own consequences. Some are very, very serious consequences. It goes for long term. Lifelong, people are affected because of bullying. So we should not consider bullying as part of growing up. It should be treated, it should be prevented, it should be managed. Bullying will go away if ignored. Sometimes people tell it is a method of management, just ignoring. But it won't always work. Ignoring, the seriousness of the issue will increase if we ignore. So ignore is not the method of remedy. When children are bullying each other, or this kind of aggressive behavior happens, as a teacher, as a parent, or a school personnel, we can't just ignore bullying kind of behavior. And another thing, most of the situation, the bullying behavior may not be seen, may not come into the like a teacher or the principal or whoever. Their level it won't come, because it happened in a place where adult supervision is less. So it may not understood by the teachers, adult members. But we should really understand the warning signs. As a parent, parents should be educated. Teachers should be educated, or there a kind of awareness they should have to understand the warning signs. Either they are suffering, either they are doing different kinds of bullying roles. Different roles kids play in bullying. That is very simple. Maybe anyone can understand. Bully victim, and uninvolved. Bully is the person who hurt others. Victim is the person who suffers from hurt. Bully victim, sometimes the same person bully others, another time they suffer from bullying. So bully victim, both will happen to the same person. Uninvolved, this is very rare. Not involving with any of this bullying, or not suffering from bullying. Uninvolved is rare, but there are very minimal percentage of students. But anyway, using this term, labeling the kids either bully victim is not ideal. when referring to the bullying situation, we can easily call, but it is not ideal. Labeling bullies and victim, it send a message to them. They think, okay, I have labeled, I have given name, so I can continue like this. So it give a wrong message to the students. So labeling at various contexts should be avoided. We know that in a school context, this bullying should be handled in a secret way. Sometimes we can't just explicitly say, explicitly label many children as a bully or victim. If we label them, it will have different consequences. Okay, instead of labeling children, we can focus on their maybe even the same bully. Instead of using the word bully, it is recommended to use a different way, like a child who bullied rather than just bully. If bully means then he will get a name like this. Other student may misuse the term, or the person will be named like he is the bully person, he is the victim person. So we should be, it is sensitive. Psychologists, teachers should be very careful in handling bullying kind of situation in the school. Other than bully victim, there are many other roles available in bullying. Bullying is considered as a social process, is a group process, because many children in the school may involve with the bullying kind of behavior. There is a ringleader who starts and leads the bullying, is the central person. Is called the ringleader, and the assistant who joined the ringleader and bullies and attacking the victim is the assistant. Reinforcer, he just stimulate, or he just encourage, maybe knowingly or unknowingly. A child may do the role of reinforcer. And the defender, sometimes this is a good, they actively intervene and they try to stop the bullying, tell the teacher about the bullying, and try to comfort the victim. Defender role is a positive role, a good role. They try to prevent the bullying. Outsider, sometimes like bystander, they may not involve with this kind of behavior. There is a diagram. So is the ringleader who initiate bullying, the victim who suffer from the bullying. So this may help, may reinforce this kind of bullying. So defender try to prevent the bullying, but there may be bystander, they are just involved in the situation. There are different kinds of role because it is considered a group process. I said many children involved in this process in a school context. Basis of bullying: direct physical, direct verbal, and indirect. Direct physical means all type of hitting, pushing, kicking, even damaging the property. So we have plenty of varieties in Indian context. When we compare Western bullying behavior, Indian bullying behavior, some are different. We have evidented, we have seen in our research, like damaging the property. It has many kind of property damages available in Indian context. So the physical things are involved. It is like direct and physical bullying is a big category, and then direct and verbal bullying, where the name calling, teasing, being laughed, threatening, all this comes. There is no physical, there is no physical contact, but through verbal. Gender difference, maybe the basic concept we can understand. Like female or girls involve much of verbal or relational kind of bullying when compared to physical bullying. So indirect bullying, spreading nasty rumors, purposeful excluding an individual from the social group. So this kind of indirect bullying. So physical, as I said, hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, pushing. So there are many kind of physical bullying happens. Maybe in our country, maybe you can remember sometimes you may be evidented, you may be came across some phenomena. There are different kinds of physical bullying happens. among school children, particularly in Indian context. Verbal bullying, name calling is familiar. Maybe in our culture, no, that's what people say still. Bullying, no, it are all common. It will happen. We need not to worry because it is involved with the other sphere, only in the school, in family situation, in a social situation. Many people are given nicknames even at the family situation. You can see in the rural areas, every household is given some nickname, like so. But they think children should have the awareness. If I give a nickname, a child may have a different kind of understanding. It may hurt them unknowingly. Student tell, just for fun, sir, just for fun I'm calling this name. But for you it may be fun. For the other person it may not be fun. They may take it seriously, or they may be much sensitive. A small nickname, because I said one phenomenon. If I'm short, I have given a name. If my eyeballs are bigger, then I have given a name. If my nose is big, I have given a name. My ears are big, I have given a name. Like physical features are named in a different way, but it may really hurt me. It is not like physical, as I said. It is not my fault. I born with this skin color. I born with big eyes. It is not my fault. But I am teased. I am bullied based on my bodily features. Then ultimately I suffer. I feel hurted. I disappoint. Sometimes I try to avoid the situation. So I try to avoid the school. So there is a chance for dropout, like school dropping out. There are many reasons. One very important reason is bullying. When I go to school, I feel like harassed. I feel like people are teasing. Just I'm using another word, teasing also, but I feel like hurted. I feel like humiliated. Then why I should go to school? So I feel the school is not a safe place. So I try to avoid schooling. Otherwise, my performance will come down. My concentration on my education won't be good. So my relationship with other children won't be good. So gradually my tendencies will come down. So that is what, it has a lot of consequences. It should be handled. It should be noticed by the teacher. It should be noticed by the parents, because it has a lot of consequences, lifelong consequences, we can say. There are many retrospective studies conducted. There are a lot of evidence throughout the world, as I said. It is a serious issue. There are many consequences. Or at an extreme, it go up to suicidal behavior. Many children are died because of bullying. Various kinds of bullying happened in the school. Throughout the world, it happened. In India, it happened. Children are died. That is an extreme. It happened. But not only that, extreme cases, but there are many psychological problems they will get, mental health issues they will get because of bullying. Social bullying or relational bullying, leaving someone out on purpose, telling other children not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, embarrassing someone in the public. Not even verbal is required, not physical actions are required. No physical things are required, but they can just silently do relational bullying. They can just leave, they can just exclude, not speaking to a particular boy or girl, intentionally, purposefully, repeatedly. We can avoid. Maybe that is also kind of bullying, relational bullying. Still, there are gender difference in this bullying. Electronic bullying or cyberbullying. This is otherwise cyberbullying. Mean text messages or emails, rumors sent by email or posted on social networking sites, embarrassing pictures, videos, websites, or fake profiles. It is now throughout the world. It is much increasing, cyberbullying. I said the terminology, the usage, and all. If this kind of behavior happens among college students or university students, then It is called like cyber stalking. The same phenomena. If it happens in college, it is cyber stalking. If it happens in the school, then it is cyberbullying. So that is the usage. Usage of term should be different. Then cyber stalking, somewhat, they are legally matured. It has legal consequences. When stalking happens, cyber stalking happens at a higher age group, students at college level. But school level, it is cyberbullying. But anyway, this is again undesirable. It should be discouraged. It should be handled. So I think I can take some more time, I believe. Okay. So characteristics of bully. So aggressive, easily frustrated person. So you can understand the role. It is a bully, not victim, not bully victim. The person who hurt others, who intimidate others is a bully. They have less parental involvement. Maybe we know that the root is a kind of parenting they get from their family. Parents plays key role, a dominant role. Parents are powerful model for the children because whatever how they treat, how they behave, how they speak within their family, they just repeat it the same thing in the classroom or school. So the parents' role is huge. We know that all the children's behavior, definitely the role of parent is huge. Okay, so here have less parental involvement is a basic concept we can understand. Experiencing issues at home, yes, another kind of family related issues. Think badly about others. That's what he has learned. That is the attitude of the child. Like other peoples are like this, so they are bad. So I can do anything with anybody else. So having difficulty in following rules. View violence positively because they have learned like that. That's what I said. That is what their attitude, that's what their opinion, because from childhood onwards or from the very young age onwards, they have learned like that, they have understood like that. Maybe that is they exposed to a wrong model. It can be anything, maybe a parental model or any media influence, anything. So they consider this is this kind of behavior is good, so they do. They may not understand the other person's feeling. Okay, they lacks empathy for others. Yes, so that is what they are bullying others. So these are the characteristics of bully. So like this, for every victim, we can understand bully victim, uninvolved. I'm just making cut short. Like warning signs, students maybe target. So warning signs, there are different warning signs student may have. As a teacher or a parent, as an adult, we need to understand, we need to identify that. Sometimes unexplainable injuries children may have, they may not report. As I said earlier, it may not come to the notice of adult or teacher at many contexts, many situations. We may not know they are suffering from some issue or they are doing some behavior. Sometimes they try to hide such kind of behavior, or they are afraid of telling to the parents or teachers. So we need to understand that. So unexplainable injuries, lost or destroyed clothings, books, possessions. Parents should notice. Frequent headaches, like some complaints they make. They don't tell other child is bullying me, but they say other health issues, stomach ache, illness, changing and eating habits, difficulty in sleeping, declining grades or interest in schools, not wanting to go to school. They say, I don't want to go to school. So sudden loss of friends, they say from today onwards, I'm alone, I don't have friends. Or the friends may be decreased or something like that. Avoidance of social situation, they try to avoid friends, schoolmates, or social situations. So decreased self-esteem, it has a very important issue. We know that self-esteem may be decreased for these students. Self-destructive behaviors may happen. Effects or consequences. So it varies for different roles. We were talking bully, victim. So kids who are bullied can experience negative physical, social, and mental health issues. Kids who are bullied are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, increased feeling of sadness, loneliness. As we said, changes in sleep, eating pattern. So these issues may persist into their adulthood. That's what I said. It has long-term consequences, huge long-term consequences. Sir, you can say me. You can tell when I can stop. Maybe how many minutes? Take minutes.
Sir, you can take. No, continue, sir. You can continue. It's very good.
But maybe we can have another session regarding intervention, sir. As I said in the beginning, maybe management part we can have it separately because it is a huge one.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, sir. So kids who are bullied, health complaints, decreased academic achievement, I was telling in the beginning, like their school participation, they are more likely to miss the class, skip the class, and drop out of the school. Yes, we know. There are many reasons for dropout. One very important reason is school bullying. They try to avoid school. They don't want to go to school. At an extreme, they decide I should not go to school because they are facing this chronically. They are facing this kind of situation. So a very small number of bullied children might retaliate through extreme violent measures. Yes, there are extreme cases. Even I said it go up to suicide. So kids who bully others can also engage in a violent and other risky behaviors into adulthood. Kids who bully are more likely to abuse alcohol and other drugs. So as I said, long-term consequences. They may use different kinds of drugs. It goes to the next span. They get into fights. They vandalize the property. They drop out from the school. They engage in early sexual activity, criminal convictions. So like extend this kind of aggressive behavior in another situation, in a social situation. So be abusive towards romantic partner, spouse, children as adult. So it become learned behavior for them, and it will be extended into other spheres of life. Students who witness bullying incidents, kids who witness, they have increased use of tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs, have increased mental health problems, including depression, anxiety. So they also suffer. We were talking about various roles children play in bullying situation. So the people who witness, they are like bystander, they have a problem. But dealing bullying, as I just give a small, we may have a special session to elaborate these things. So helping students who bully, help them the way they use their power, acknowledge positive behaviors, give consequences that teach rather than punish. And we have to establish a code of conduct. When we talk about the intervention or management, it is normally said like three methods. One is classroom level, another is individual level, another is the whole school level. So three major of intervention or management available. We may discuss it in another context. So thank you. I stop here. We may have some discussions.
Thank you, sir. I think it's an amazing session we had today regarding the bullying. When we speak about that based on the reference and source material, we may give only knowledge oriented. But what your presentation is saying that authority that you had an experience and you have done intensive research on the field. And I know personally the pamphlets which are prepared, it's for 4 pages. It is on the graphical representation. It was amazing. And thank you so much, sir, for like giving enlightenment on the cyberbullying. And definitely we'll have that one more session on how we can curb the bullying in schools. And even for me, I try to find out the bullying, but my children are there groomed by the friends that don't reveal that what we were doing here. It is only for peer component, and don't reveal those things to your parents. When I come to know that from that another person, now I realize that it need to be learned by even. Now I request Dr. Veena to take over the question and answer session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Suresh, sir, for that
Thank you, ma'am.
enlightening session on bullying. Though it is a single word, it has a huge impact on the psychological well-being of the students. Thank you so much, and all the points are very informative and very educative. Like you said, it is a very elaborate topic, and we couldn't do justice with this limited period of time. Definitely, we will be looking forward for how we could manage with this, with the interventions in the forthcoming sessions. And thank you for explaining the difference between the cyber stalking and cyber bullying. I mean, at school levels, it's known as in the chat box, or you could unmute yourselves and ask the questions. I think you could put in the chat box so that I can facilitate the questions. Sir, can you stop sharing the screen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Dr. Veena, there are 3 questions in the chat box. Can you please read?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I'm getting to them. Suresh, sir?
yes, ma'am. Yes, correct. Just read the chat box.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you can help me also.
Yes, yes. 1 second.
Can I
sir.
read for you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I realize that it is not just a victim and bully who is affected. Even the person who witnessed is affected. Speak something about the witnessing person, sir.
Yes. No, as I said, no, bystander is the witness, the person who witness. It is like a traumatic event, no, a person who evident that traumatic event, definitely he will have the psychological consequences. No, the person who is a bystander sometimes may not able to help the victim. So he feel inferior. Yes, I'm not able to help the victim. I'm not able to prevent the situation. So he himself, or herself, feel like disappointed. They feel like, I'm helpless. So there is one. Or the other way, the bystander, sometimes, normally bystander is not an assistant. He may not help. He not reinforce. Reinforcer is another person. Bystander is the passive person. But they are evidencing the situation. Definitely, the hurt feeling goes within themselves. So that is what there are many anti-bullying. Bystander, you just come forward. You try to help the person who is victimized.
Yes.
So many of the anti-bullying programs focus on the bystanders. Don't be quiet. Don't be silent. Come forward. Report to the item. Report to the teacher, principal. So bystanders, because they are evidencing, they feel that once it will happen to me also, or I am part in this phenomena, they will have that feeling. So almost the consequences what a victim suffers comes to bystander also.
Thank you so much. The next question is the abuse and bullying are the same. It's in the WhatsApp. I think they have posted here.
Yes, madam. No, as I said, no, abuse is much wider term. No, we use at various contexts. No, it's not only school context or otherwise. And even I said, I gave the emphasis, abuse need not to be repetitive. No, repetition no, need not to exist in all abuses. A single act even considered as abuse. Abuse is much wider concept. Bullying is a kind of abuse, we can say. As I showed in the diagram, Venn diagram, it's a special kind of, a specific kind of aggression is bullying. A specific kind of abuse is bullying. Abuse happen at various contexts. In family, it will happen. The connotation, the usage of abuse itself is different. We use abuse in different contexts. But sometimes, people, I can say wrongly, they wrongly use bullying kind of behavior as abuse. But abuse has wider connotation, wider meaning, but bullying is a specific aspect. Bullying definitely have repetitive component, but abuse need not to be repetitive. Abuse can be repetitive also, but it need not to be repetitive always. That is the major difference, I can say. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The next question is, sir, you said ragging is different from bullying. How will we know the difference?
But ragging is different
from bullying?
Yeah. No, as we said, ragging normally happens when the first year admission, first 1 month, 2 months, senior, junior. But bullying, it is not at the time of admission. Throughout year, it will happen. Not senior, junior, within the same class. It will happen. And it is different. Ragging and bullying are different. But another thing, ragging is considered as normally matured, developed students, like college or university students, not at the school context. That is even in Indian context. When I have interacted with other country people, they never use the word ragging. In their context, they tell what is ragging. We never know this word ragging. European people says like we don't know what is ragging. Because such kind of behavior much reduced when they go to university or college. That is what the fact in their context. This kind of behavior. For example, in our place, people make some I said nasty diagrams, pictures in a bathroom. When we can see many school colleges, they draw something, a diagram, or they write a different word, ugly word, something. But when they go to a higher level, at college level, university level, definitely it should reduce. Bullying speak at middle school level, 6th, 7th, 8th only it is peak. After that, it should subside, it should come down. But Indian context, maybe it little continues. Even at university level, even at college level, they do this kind of behavior. But it is not there in developed context, for my knowledge. I have seen many contexts. University students may not exhibit this kind of behavior because they should be a matured person. So that is the difference. Ragging, normally don't use ragging word in school context. Okay. It is a college phenomenon. Okay. This is the school phenomenon. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, next question is from Dr. Ashwini. Does the person who is bullied later turn into a bully, as in case of an abuser? I mean, sometimes the person who gets abused.
Yes, we said bully is a role. Sometimes a person always bully others. Victim is a role. A person suffer because of something. A person suffer always, most of the time, majority. But another person may do the both roles. Sometimes I may be bullied. In one context, I may bully others. In another context, I may be a victim. Or, as you said, earlier I was a victim. Now I become bully. There is every chance because I have learned. Even we say social skills is something important. Are there a kind of skills are important. But sometimes people say there are research evidence children with higher social skills, they behave like a bully. There is a chance. So they may be behaving in another way also. So there is a possibility. They asked. Yes.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you. Next question is, sir, is the term bully only confined to colleges or school, or can it be applied to home? I mean, is it only in school or college or at home? And among relatives also we use the term bullying.
No, bullying. When we use the school bullying, it is normally a children context only. Even though some people ask, why don't a teacher bully student? Yes, it may happen. It need not to be always the word bullying. When the teacher or when the adult. But bullying usage is it is much wider. In organizational context, we know that workplace bullying is a familiar concept. It is used in many many workplace context. One employee bully another employee. It is workplace bullying. Yes, it can happen in adult situation also. But if it follows all the the definitional aspect, we said repetitive, imbalance, intentional, then it is bullying. Otherwise, it is another kind of aggression. That's all. It can happen at any situation, adult situation, workplace situation, family situation. It can happen. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, next question is again from Subhashri ma'am. Like, is that bully could become a person with a conduct disorder or later become antisocial person? That's what, no, ma'am? The question is.
Yes, but not many cases, not always, but there may be negligible percentage. They go to that extreme. Definitely they learn this, a kind of violence behavior. They learn the school situation, and when they become adult, they become, or even the conduct disorder, as you said, antisocial personality. There is every chance they become, because they have learnt such behavior. It may be reinforced sometimes. It may be unnoticed sometimes. Sometimes the teachers themselves encouraged, themselves reinforce, unknowingly they reinforce this kind of behavior. They encourage some children's aggressive behavior, dominant behavior. They unknowingly, their teacher may encourage. So the child learn, yes, I'm appreciated by my teacher, so I can continue this behavior. So it may continue to their adulthood. So there is every chance. Yes, ma'am.
Is both the questions that follow, they are with mostly with the management, but still I'll go ahead with the questions, sir. How it's Indian teachers and elders deal with such victims of bullying? Do they provide support or ask them to tolerate? And also the next question is also related to that. Should we let the kids and school deal with the bully on their own, or should parents intervene?
Okay. Even our survey evident says the children believe about their school principal. We have asked whom you want to report, whom you feel more helpful at the time of victim situation. They said my principal, my head teacher, my headmaster can help. They have rated first as headmaster as a one. Yeah, my headmaster can help. If you think I can be helped, I can be prevented from this event. Teacher comes, after that only parent comes. In our we have listed whom you feel comfortable for sharing this kind of thing, whom you feel much helpful. So head teacher, they believe, if my head teacher think I can be protected, I can be prevented. So and then teacher. So why I'm telling, parents are coming later. So that means they don't believe us. That's what the evidence. They don't believe their parents, because sometimes parents say, no, don't tell like this. This behavior you solve within yourself. No, don't complain to anything. Or at an extreme, sometimes a much sensitive parent go and meet the headmaster and they shout with the head teacher. Something happened. That also there are many contexts it happened. But parents, relatively doing less role in Indian context. The evidence. But teacher, as you said, teacher should do. But many contexts, they are not doing their role because they are not good enough in handling. Sometimes I can say I should not say like this because teacher they should really having such knowledge about aggressive behavior, how it should be handled. It is a sensitive issue. Handling the child, handling the adolescent issue in a school, it is not easy. A teacher should have sufficient knowledge, psychological development. Understanding about psychological development of the children should be there, but it may not be not be available in many contexts, or they just underestimate this kind of complaint when the children make. They may not give emphasis, so or it is unnoticed. But it is the role of teacher. Many guidelines says teachers should formulate, schools should formulate the prevention plan. Teachers should say no bullying, stop bullying in the school, or the entire school should make a program and they should follow. It is not followed in all contexts. That's what I'm telling. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for answering the questions, and also definitely, and thank you so much for emphasizing the importance of a school counselor who could address such grievous issues in the schools. And thank you so much for this educative, informative, and enlightening session. Now it is time to place vote of thanks, and I would call upon Dr. Subhashri ma'am to please do the honors of giving vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Professor Suresh. It was a wonderful session,
Yes,
and it is also well rooted in Indian research, so that adds more value because we can relate very well. We cannot say it's from a Western context, and we need not relax ourselves. We have to be really careful on these because you have given so much of evidence, and this is a very pertinent topic to look into. All school psychologists and counselors, as well as the parents and teachers, be aware of this. And I think this has to be one of the part of their curriculum to considering this as a counseling psychologist. At least they must be aware of. School psychologists must be having it as a part of their curriculum. Thank you so much for bringing this and effort to make it as a broader topic and work on it, because most of them neglect this kind of an work. So this is a very important topic you have brought in. Thank you so much for your, first of all, for the research in depth, and as well as for the wonderful presentation you made it. Wonderful presentation you made it, and I know that your research is a very continuous in over the decade you are doing in this topic. So you are an expert in this area. So I think you can have a TOT for people who are working in counseling, school counselors and other counseling setup or helping professions. Continuously run a TOT as a module, so that people get empowered how to handle such a scenario in their school setting. And thank you so much. I place a record of our gratitude from the Mental Health Webinar Series 2020 from the Department of Psychology, American College Madurai. American College Department Psychology head is here, who's been the pillar of support and a core team lead for all of us, Dr. Suresh, and Dr. Suresh from RJD, myself and Suresh, all of us are very well known and in a network. Thank you so much from Madras School of Social Work. Also, we are collaborating with them, and there are other associates like Wellbeing Center and Psycho-Oncology Turkey, and also with the ICT CPP and other aspects, all of them are thankful to you for your wonderful session. And we look forward for the intervention part also, because some of them mentioned about that. The management aspects are also very important. So with your, convenient time, we can fix up another date for your intervention presentation also. Thank you so much, Dr. Suresh.
Thank you, ma'am. And thanks for the entire team. It is like Meha event, I can say, the webinar series, mental health webinar series. It is the first of this kind. People started with one session. Now it is extending like, international, with a lot of resource persons, lot of audience. I really appreciate, really congratulate the entire team for the effort. You are making a mental health revolution, I can say, but I'm not able to participate. I'm not able to earlier because I am doing some administrative responsibility in my institute, so I may not had much time earlier, so I'm not able to contribute in the beginning itself. Even though Dr. Suresh has requested me in the earlier, I was escaped from this thing. But anyway, I'm ready to contribute on another session also. Thanks for all the efforts. For the entire team members, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
it's a pleasure having you. And participants, kindly send your queries and feedback to mywebinarfeedback@gmail.com. We will meet tomorrow with another wonderful session. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, all
Thank
the
you.
participants who have been part of us right from April 14th. Without you, it is not possible. 275 sessions today, 76th session. You are really making it possible. Thank you. Thank you for taking this up, and spreading the awareness of mental health. Thank you.
Thank you.